Fires are still burning. It has now been 6 days. California is ablaze. It is the site of the deadliest wildfire in American history. California is one of the biggest and politically most influential states in the United States. Los Angeles is the epicenter of this crisis. LA is better known as the home of Hollywood. It is a county in California, and it is the worst hit by the wildfire. At least 24 people have died in LA. The fire has swallowed up to 12,000 buildings. Many more are still in its path. The scale of the disaster is enormous. Thousands of people have lost their homes. Take a look at this video. It shows one of the affected families. When they returned home, they found it completely torched.
Oh my God.
We left it on the sidewalk. I threw it out.
What is it? It's a wine case.
It's a case for wine. But it's the only thing we have left.
I feel broken. I feel lost. I feel devastated. I don't want to have to tell my boys that this was their home and it's gone.
The fires have burnt more than 40,000 acres of land. Some 150,000 people have been forced to evacuate. Many celebrities like Paris Hilton and Mel Gibson have lost their homes. Evidently, the fire is not sparing the rich and famous. It is engulfing their expensive property, making it the costliest blaze in U.S. history. The overall losses have surpassed $250 billion. For the victims, this may only be the beginning of their ordeal. Like I said, thousands of homes have been destroyed. That loss alone of homes could touch $20 billion. Obviously, homeowners are anxious. They're not sure if insurance would cover this disaster. It is a full-blown crisis, one that the world is watching closely. The U.S. is the richest, arguably best-equipped country in the world, yet it is not being able to contain a wildfire. World leaders are offering help, and this list is quite interesting. Mexico and Canada, two countries with which incoming President Trump has picked a fight, are sending firefighting teams. Even Ukraine's President Zelensky has made an offer. Listen to this.
The situation there is extremely challenging, and Ukrainians can help Americans protect lives. We already have 150 firefighters prepared.
There are already 14,000 firefighters on the ground. They are being assisted by 84 aircraft and more than 1,300 fire engines. These numbers are significant. But even these resources are proving to be inadequate, not enough to contain, let alone douse the fire. The fear is it could take weeks to do that, to bring the situation under control. Take a look at this video. It was shot from a plane supporting the firefighting efforts on the ground. Just look at the scale of the crisis. How did things get out of hand? Was it just the weather? Or has California been failed by its leaders? As the blaze continues, a political firestorm has also erupted. The Republicans are targeting the Democrats. They're taking aim at Gavin Newsom. He is the governor of California, a Democrat and a future presidential hopeful. A lot of political observers believe that Gavin Newsom is hoping to run for president in the next election cycle, that's 2028. But this crisis could derail his plans. President-elect Donald Trump is attacking him, and I must add here that Trump has had a long-standing feud with Gavin Newsom. So he's not going to pass up the opportunity to attack Newsom. Trump is targeting his team. He says, and I'm quoting, "Incompetent officials are managing the crisis." In response, Newsom has invited Trump to visit California and see the ground situation for himself. Newsom is facing attacks from Elon Musk too, one of Trump's closest allies and the owner of social media platform X, which he has weaponized again. Musk has unleashed a flood of posts on the wildfire. One of them claimed that the Democrats have, and I'm quoting, "the Democrats have decriminalized looting." We told you about this last week. Looters are taking advantage of the situation. They're ransacking abandoned homes. Newsom himself responded to Elon Musk's post. He said all looters will be arrested and prosecuted. More than 20 people have been arrested so far, but there's still lawlessness, and Musk has been relentless. He says bad governance and not climate change is to blame for this fire. Now, to be fair, it's a bit of both. Climate change is a real and escalating threat. It has made the crisis worse, but the Democrats are not without blame. Bad governance, especially at the local level, is very much an issue. There are reports of fire hydrants running dry and water shortages.
The water issue is something happened there. I mean, there was no water, not enough water. You turn on the hydrants and there's drips and drops coming out. So they have to figure that out. How the heck did that happen? I mean, our dam system is falling apart. We just don't have the resources anymore. And, nobody wants to spend the money at the right time in the right place. And then by the time you look at it again, it's 5 times more expensive to do the thing.
To make matters worse, when the wildfires began, the mayor of LA was missing in action. Her name is Karen Bass. She was in Ghana with the presidential delegation. An investigation is now underway into the water shortages. The mayor says that she will look into the lapses. At this point, though, the first priority would be to bring the fire under control.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.